Well,
every Tuesday evening on Golf Channel, we see it on Big Break. Big Break Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach attracts roughly 14 million visitors every spring, summer, and autumn. Coastal Carolina is there in Myrtle Beach area. And do you know whose brother-in-law is the assistant basketball coach?
No.
Rex Hogan. True
Really?
story. Yes.
Wow,
absolutely.
nice.
Matty, you were there having a really good time. Tell us about what we're going to see here.
Only one of the 14 million. My typical trips obviously include a lot of golf, but on this trip to Myrtle Beach, it was especially a large number of off-course activities. This Ginella's Journey, brought to you by Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday. With almost 100 courses stretched out across 60 miles, the Grand Strand has evolved into one of the ultimate hubs of golf in America. Serving 3 million annual rounds and hundreds of thousands of different swings, I started my trip to Myrtle Beach in need of some tips. One drill that you think would not only help me, but help most amateurs.
Well, the best drill, and a drill we could give anyone, because it's a drill you won't overdo, is it's just called the step drill. A lot of times amateurs don't know how to transfer, don't have the motor skill of just transferring their pressure to their lead leg to start the downswing. So you more or less just set up to the ball like you normally would. You can use a 7 or 8 iron, and you're just going to move your left foot 1 footprint towards your right foot and to start. You're going to go ahead and start with your left foot actually taking it off the ground and returning it back to where it was, and then swing all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. And everyone that does this drill gets a club longer.
Who doesn't want to be a club longer, right?
I haven't met them yet. Nice.
There we go. Wow. There was no better place to continue the work on my swing than one of my favorite courses on the Grand Strand, the Heritage Club. With more than 50,000 annual rounds, I'm not alone in my appreciation of the value, setting, and the 18th hole. But Myrtle Beach isn't all golf. The off-course options can also be enlightening. JW, where are we right now?
We're at Huntington Beach State Park. This is one of the 47 state parks in the South Carolina State Park Service.
How big is the property?
We have 2,500 acres. And that includes 3 miles of coast, and a large percentage of our park is salt marsh.
I would imagine that this is pretty popular for families, kids on days like today.
Yeah, we have 140 campsites. You've got the Atlantic Ocean, so you've got all day to lay out, fly kites, swim, fish in the ocean. We've got a National Historic Landmark, which is Atalaya, the winter home of the Huntingtons. We have a nature center, which is designed specifically for school-age children to learn about the natural resources that they're in. Wildlife viewing is really big here. We've got lots of alligators, and over 300 different species of birds have been registered here. So all of that is kind of what the families will see when they come here.
Can I try on your hat?
As long as I can use yours?
Yes, yeah. True. Yeah.
There you go. Looks good.
It does look good. Can I take this?
You cannot take that.
Can I take your badge?
No, that's $75 part of my uniform allotment.
Handcuffs?
I could give you a set of handcuffs. They'll be pink and fuzzy.
Pink and
yeah.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
What I didn't pass on was an opportunity to reaffirm my position at the top of the food chain. Underdog?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Permission to climb aboard.
Come on, let's go catch some fish.
What are we fishing for today?
Well, today we're going to try to just go offshore a little bit, and, you know, we may catch a flounder, a shark, sea bass, maybe a Spanish mackerel, something like that. Let's get you a fish.
We are rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
We are rocking and rolling. Wait a minute. I think we got something. I think I got a fish.
Fish on?
I think I got a fish. I'm not kidding. Shark! 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 Ah!
Wow.
We need a bigger boat. We actually don't need a bigger boat.
This is like a pocket shark.
In this
case,
case,
have a pet.
Look at he's cool looking. I don't like. Back in the water with baby Jaws, and may we never meet again. Oh man, that was a shark. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, this is actually a fish, guys.
Oh, no! It's shark! No, this one's a lot bigger than the other one.
It's a lot bigger. This one was born about 4 minutes before the other one. Well, we got two. Sort of. The next day, I ventured to Presswick Country Club to meet Myrtle Beach local and former major leaguer Reggie Sanders. Sanders is a World Series champion.
Woo! Go!
And one of only 8 members of the coveted 300-300 Club. More than 300 home runs and more than 300 stolen bases. As a Padre fan, I know you came to San Diego for a year, and I remember thinking defense, speed, and power. You know, you hit over 300 home runs. Are you a power hitter in golf? Does that translate into how far you're hitting the golf ball?
I wish, but not at all, you know?
But at what point were you exposed to the game of golf, and what do you like about it?
I probably started about 10 years ago, and I mean really starting to play. A good friend of mine, Tony Womack, he would play every single day before a game. It kind of gave him discipline swinging the bat. For me, I just love being out here fellowshipping, you know, have fun,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So that's why I love golf.
I didn't make it to the base. Did you ever slide and not make it to the base?
That would be negative.
You're not just using golf for the camaraderie. I mean, you're using it for your charity.
Absolutely. My Two Live Beyond initiative, we feed, clothe, educate over 5,500 kids in Rwanda. There you go. Nice. And then my Autism Foundation, my brother has autism, and so my foundation since 1992 is the Reggie Sanders Foundation, and we've been helping around the country for autism.
Looking good.
And golf is at the heart of all of that.
Of all the cities you spend a lot of time in, you've landed in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, so I'm originally from this area. I grew up in Florence, South Carolina, which is 50 minutes inland from Myrtle Beach. But every year we would come back, my wife just felt this ease of the hustle and bustle of life was just simple here. When I retired in 07, she was like, you know what, I think it's time. I'm ready to kind of settle down and raise our family in Myrtle Beach. There's so many things to do here for kids. September, October, the weather is amazing. The ocean is calm, and it's not so congested as it is in the big metropolitan cities, so we love Myrtle Beach.
A very good day, buddy.
Thank you, brother.
I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Before I let you go, every golfer needs a tip on how to get faster from the 18th green to the 19th hole.
The trick is when I'm stealing, not to come up. Because when I come up, I've lost it. I'm out of control. I'm not running as fast. So I have to stay low. All right, what you gonna do, brother? We gotta take out 3.5 steps. Though.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll probably pull something. 1,
okay.
2, 3, left.
Uh-huh.
Could I possibly keep this close? Ready, set, only until the word go! Someone stole the base and someone got thrown out. While touring Myrtle Beach, we caught a glimpse of an alternative and aerial water sport. This is true jetpacking right now. Are there alligators and stuff in there?
Yeah, great white sharks, they told me before. I think there's some piranhas too. Some piranhas.
These are your new arms, okay? The way you get up out of the water is you raise them. The way you get down in the water is you lower them.
Why are they independent of each other?
So that you can do spins.
Spins?
And so that you can turn. Okay. All right? You ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go fly. My fear and anxiety were being masked by my optimism. Not nearly as hard as I thought. Turns out jetpacking is every bit as much fun as it looks. Yeah! I went to flight school and survived, boys. Easily the coolest thing I've done. easily the coolest thing I've ever done. That's no joke.
I feel like we got left out when we did Big Break Myrtle Beach. We didn't get to do things like that.
We were working. I don't know what Matt does on his trips.
I was working.
Does that work?
That was working.
Is that the coolest thing you've done on a trip?
Well, I might have been caught up in the moment there. I mean, but it is certainly top 3. I mean, like I said, it really is as much fun as it looks. And it's also unlike anything you ever, you don't fly. I've never jumped out of an airplane. This is as far as I'll go.
You don't fly?
I'm glad you clarified the fact you didn't fly. I appreciate that.
Breaking news.
2 quick questions, Maddie. How much does it cost to do that, and how long is there a safety briefing? Do they run you through? Do they tell you what you're supposed to do?
Funny you should ask about the cost. There, we got it right there. $109, 15 minutes. And, in 15 minutes, I will say, I would say 30 minutes is plenty, $199. What's fun is $3,000 for the entire day gets you 8 hours, up to 16 people would be a cool party thing to do. And they kind of ease you into that. In that 15 minutes, the first 5 minutes are kind of getting you oriented, because the controls are, every subtle move has big impact on what you're doing.
That explains the face plant.
The face, the occasional face plant. But they are also in part in control. They're in your ear, kind of coaching you through what you need to do in order to manage the operations there. But having been in Myrtle Beach, guys, I know you guys were hosts of Big Break Myrtle Beach. You've been in Myrtle Beach. Do you have a favorite thing?
Yeah, it'd have to be the golf. I mean, when you look at Myrtle Beach, how much fun it is just to go play the golf there. And Caledonia Fish and Golf Club is just phenomenal. It's the original design from the late Mike Strantz. Tiny piece of property, but you walk around that, you don't see another hole. It is just a phenomenal setting right on the intercoastal. You see the little clubhouse there. My favorite by far in Myrtle Beach.
Mine as well.
Well, as a golfer, I rarely golf on vacation. So for me, when I was in Myrtle Beach, it was just going to the beach. Even our hotel was on the intercoastal, which was gorgeous, but they had property on the beach, so we were able to go and spend the afternoon just lounging on the beach. Tom,
on the beach? I didn't know they even had that.
Yeah, you never came.
No,
I
was never
Myrtle
invited.
Beach. I don't fly, and you didn't know there was a beach in Myrtle Beach.
I did go to
What did you do when you were there?
I like the golf, obviously. We got to play a little bit of golf during the shoot at Big Break Myrtle Beach. I like the fact we went down to Paulie's Plantation. That was about 45 minutes south of where we were staying during the shoot. That was a very pretty part of the country. That's coming up on a future episode that takes place there. I had a really good meal at the Hard Rock Cafe. We had a nice dinner, didn't we?
We
went
did.
out and had a great time out there. It was a good family atmosphere. If you've got a family vacation, you want to play a little bit of golf, but you need something for the kids to do, Myrtle Beach is a pretty good spot.
Yeah, if you can't have fun in Myrtle Beach, you're not going to find fun anywhere.